There we go. Just gonna wait a couple more minutes just to see if other people show up, and then we'll start for reals. I actually wrote this comic like this morning at 6 o'clock when I woke up. I mean, that's 6, nearly 7 years of comics about my life there. I'm starting to get low on remembering the weird shit that happened to me. But according to at least one of my patrons, today is gonna be a comic that they're gonna like. Because they like my retail stories, and today is going to be a retail one, so they're gonna be happy and stuff like that. I'm gonna go check on my pocket camp real quick while we wait for someone to happen. I'm looking at myself right now in my teeny tiny little status screen. I look really good, and I know in real life I don't look like that. Because I'm very tired, and it's been incredibly hard this month to stay properly hydrated because it's been hot like the dickens. Woke up early, couldn't get back to bed because I was hungry, ate something, now I was even more awake because I ate I got cherry Kool-Aid, and I've got some nerds. Wait, did it look blue? Oh my god, it looks blue. And semi-transparent. It's purple, it's grape nerds. I believe Paul is not going to be with us today, at least. I think he's at the Fan Expo. Same thing for Samarama. Well, they better get me something nice. Because I can't travel, because I live in a rural area that even Air Canada won't reach now. So now every trip, it costs double. And it's money I don't have. Coco is here. Hi, Coco! I'm just checking on my pocket camp because I'm trying to get some gyroids before the end of the event. I need 250 for the last free item, and I'm at 138. Not sure if I'm gonna make it for tonight to finish the monthly event. But I'll be damned if I put $1 on a game that they're going to eventually shut down. So far, it's one of the longest lasting ones. Like, I had put some money on Tomodachi Friends to put some posters in my room, and then like a month after they shut it down, that app only lasted 1 year. Alright, so we have somebody at least. And that's what I was waiting on, so we're going to post the rules as we usually do, and then we'll get to drawing this week's bootleg cookie. I am very sleepy. Also, for some reason, it took me forever to boot Stream Avatars today. Like, I have a shortcut on my computer that I usually use, and I tried booting it there, and it just wouldn't boot at all. So I went through Steam. Our dinky airport barely has anything out of it, and costs way more than flying out of MSP, though the shuttle also costs money. And that's the thing, I could take a bus to a city to take the plane there, but there's like one stop, it takes like almost 2 days I don't think I could last 2 days in a bus. Like, it's a huge bus. Like, we're not talking a little school bus there. It's a huge, comfortable bus. But, especially in the current times, I'm not even scared for myself. I'm scared of bringing something back to Dad. You know what I mean? But, let's get started for realsies. Surprisingly enough, this is one of the lesser problems I had with a customer. Because she actually didn't blame me for what happened to her Xbox. So I can appreciate that. Oops. If I think about it, I downloaded a new thing off of the Clip Studio Asset Store. I'll show it off to you guys if I think about it. So if anybody in there has a good memory, remind me, because I do not. Goldfish memory. Yeah, that is the medical term for ADHD indeed. Whoops. Freudian slip, I think. I tried to write disc and it was not the word that came out. The temperature was a little more comfortable this week. I was actually able to turn off some fans, and right now it's hot again, so if you hear a that would be the fan blowing right here behind me directly onto the microphone. Though it shouldn't be so bad because I have a little fluff on it. I'm giving this lady a break because she didn't act like a Karen. It was not my fault that the Xbox ate the game. I should... Out of frickin' reflex, I kept the box in her hands. I'm gonna take it out. She didn't bring back the... I'm gonna do it now, or else I'm going to start penciling and inking it without realizing she's not supposed to have the box in her hands. I'm just gonna do a generic console design because I don't feel like doing research for friggin' Xbox 360. That's why people think, oh, you're a Nintendo fan, you only like Nintendo because it's Nintendo. No, it's because I can't afford PlayStations, because I do have a PlayStation 2 backwards compatible to PlayStation 1, and I have no problem with the original Xbox, the Xbox One, the Xbox One, Xbox One X, whatever. I'm hungry, I should make something. Yes, eat! You need to eat, Coco. Like, all the other model of Xbox, I just don't care about their games. It's just my taste. I have nothing against any other single model of Xbox. I have a personal vendetta against the 360 because it gave me nothing but grief at work. All the other machines, no problem. But this one thing broke, and then the other thing broke, and then the other thing broke. But it was mostly Rings of Death and game eating, which I had to explain over and over not to frickin' touch the frickin' console. it's Anime Geek. Hi. Hi, baby. How you doing? Gonna save, gonna have a little sippy. Check where the dog is so I don't roll over her. Look, if there's a murderer, just go get him. Thank you. Bye. That's good to hear / read. Oh, you are Loke today. Okay. I'm okay with that. It's not often I see Loke. Oh, Joel's here. And he said something and I missed it. Joel. Oh boy, I hope I didn't miss this. No, you didn't. I just barely finished the sketch, Joel. Yeah, we're starting to have people in here. That's good. Apparently I have a very untrustworthy, funny face. That's one of the reasons why I prefer communicating online, because nobody can see my fails. My fails. My failing face. My fails. Is this gonna be one of those streams where I give up and do the rest of the stream entirely, exclusively in French? Because my Spanish is not there yet. Unless I need to go buy clothes in the clothing store. And then stop at the supermarket for some milk, some oranges, some water, some tea, and some coffee. Look, Duolingo has its priorities. I can help you with a Spanish-only stream. Oh yeah, I can see it from here. I'm going to give the audio to Joel, and all he's going to do is list off the Taco Bell menu. Not that Joel can't speak Spanish. He's a little shit. Takes one to know one. So guess what? This week I was 2 days in Facebook jail over a Donkey Kong joke. Somebody posted a picture of some scaffolding and said they wanted to climb it and throw barrels down at people just like Donkey Kong. I replied, now, you have to kidnap a girl first, because that's what happens in the game. Donkey Kong kidnaps a girl, brings her up, and then Mario has to go and save her, but apparently that was another one of my incredibly threatening comments that incites to violence. And I was flagged and banned from Facebook for 2 days, and my account is still restricted. And of course, I brought it up to the Board of Appeals or whatever it's called, but it's completely useless because they keep passing my cases over the mildest shit possible. She brought me up to be one. Hola, Joel. Water is boiling new. I'm making craft dinner. Ah, yes, breakfast of champions. So yeah, the face I'm penciling right now, that's the face I made when I saw that the flag. And I had just the time to write a post about how it was a Donkey Kong joke, and then I was banned right after. What's next? PETA gonna go after my ass if I start explaining that Mario jumps on turtles in the games? Wouldn't put it past them. Being kidnapped by Sharon doesn't sound half bad. I'd be surrounded by all of her neat collection. Don't touch anything. Until I dusted it. Then you can touch. I mean, it's all plushes and toys. It's not like you can break anything. And what you can break is probably already broken, so... I'm not going to paint her purple. I'm going to give her some real colors because, once again, like, she didn't do what I told her to do for, you know, the health and safety of her son's games. But I have to stress that she was not a dick about it. Sometimes I give full colors to people that don't deserve it because they were dicks about it. Those are mostly Karens. But her, she did something wrong, but she understood it was her fault. So I can't look at your games collection? Sure, just don't open the boxes. You'd have to put up with the delivery guy never finding you and being constantly licked by a cloud and an attitude. I have a gallon of free milk I gotta use up. Yeah, because that's the thing with Lily. She's loud, but she's not dangerous. Basically, when she's barking at you, it's just because she wants to smell you. And then she's gonna keep being a little shit because she wants you to pet her. I'm just gonna do some quick fan air thingy. Oh, I don't mind Lily, I love her too much. Expect to end the day moist. Also this week, I received my birthday presents early. And I asked Mom, so what do I do with them? Do I wrap them up and wait another month? Because I don't mind. And she was like, no, play with them right away. So I got Kirby and the Forgotten Lands and Live Alive. I'm having more fun with Live Alive than I thought I would, and I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce the name of the game, and honestly, I don't give a fuck. But I am having more fun with it. I had a heart attack yesterday. Because I started with the future chapter off of my save file from the demo. And after a while, there's this big monster that gets loose, and I can't defend myself, okay? I'm a nearsighted BB-8 on roller skates. Oh, you're sharing phrasing. I know what I said, buddy. And there was one part where I had to look through the ship for my creator, and I went up a corridor, and just as I was about to get into the loading zone, the monster shows up. So I'm like this close to this son of a bitch, and it's a insta-kill if he touches me. Okay? And I was like, ah! I made a jump, my knees shot up, the dog was sitting on my, was laying really on my knees, so I scared the dog. Speaking of packages, Willie didn't take the smelly bait package, he's on to me now. Too little, too late, Will. And like, I knew some of the chapters, I beat it, of course, eventually. Some of the chapters I knew were going to be short. Like, really short, like I did the present time chapter. I think it took me, what, 15 minutes at best? For those who don't know, I got video of my neighbor stealing my mail, the box was full of garbage. Yeah, and because he absolutely needed to prove that he was stealing and not saving it for the neighbor for them to come and pick them up at his place, he threw the open package in the hallway. So yeah, shitting on his own alibi. Honestly, I wish more customers would be like this lady who caught on that it was her fault. There are too many peoples that get up in the morning and think the world is against me, and mostly minimum wage retail workers. So they will do anything in their power to inconvenience me. And no, we don't. We just want to punch in, sell you shit, and punch out. That's all. I'm petty, but usually after people that deserve it. Not after strangers I don't care about. So yeah, right now I finished the future chapter, the Wild West chapter, and the present chapter. I'm not looking forward to going back to the Japan chapter because it's mostly stealth. Like, I don't have to do it stealth, but like, it's a challenge. I'm going to have to kill some people eventually because I'm going to need to like fight a boss in that chapter, and from what some research showed me, I'm not going to have enough levels to do that. And it doesn't matter in the other chapters because as far as I saw, I didn't get any XP for some of the battles that I had in the other chapters. And one of the chapters, the present chapter, is like nothing but battles. You don't go anywhere, you don't explore, nothing. You're basically playing an RPG version of Street Fighter. Lady realized she done messed up rare quality. Yeah, and I appreciate that. Oh, I constantly feel the world is against me, yet I venture forward with zero care, somewhat. Joel, we're in public. I'm not going to say what I'm thinking. I am going to say this. You do care. You care very much. Gonna save, gonna sip, and then you guys are going to hear some crackling because I'm going to be eating a couple nerds. Because I can. I like nerds. Lying down in bed, baited and watching Shiro's stream. Life is good at the moment. Well, he says ATM. Could be that or could be automatic teller machine. Strawberry. I don't eat candy often, but when I do, it's very good. Vector, da-na-na-na-na. Here comes Joel's favorite part. When I do my line art. Music is chill today. Not that I'm complaining. I'd rather chill video game music than having to listen to old King, I don't know, Iglesias, Wenceslas, Christmas music in the middle of summer. Don't worry, Coco's going to correct me. When I don't know obscure trivia, she does, so... Then again, she's busy with craft dinner, and craft dinner takes priority in every situation. Twiddling fingers. Yes, good. Line that art. Yeah, I'm sure that's your fingers are twiddling, buddy. Now, while I'm here, and this is purely me being curious, would you rather, when I draw, that I only show the drawing portion and not the tools, or do you like having the tools there to see what I'm doing? This is just curiosity. I'm not thinking about changing my display. I just want to know. Personally, I like for you guys to be able to see my tools so you guys can figure out art stuff. So you guys can learn, you know? Repeat that, please. Old King Wenceslas, that Christmas song that starts with Old King. What's his name? Sam Rama. Hi, Sam! How you doing? I honestly did not expect you here today. It's always interesting to see the tools so I can figure the art and learn too. Old King Cole. No, it's a Christmas song. Old King Wenceslas. Fuck it, I'm googling it. Because I know Old King Cole. That one's easier to remember. Good King Wenceslas. And Sam is doing well. Good. Love it when my viewers are doing well. Because then they can enjoy it more. Let's check the lyrics, because I usually hear it as an instrumental and I actually don't know the lyrics at all. Good King Wenceslas looked out on the feast of Stephen, when the snow lay round about, deep and crisp and even. Brightly shone the moon that night through the though the frost was cruel, when a poor man came in sight gathering winter fuel. Really? Rich guy looks out his window, sees poor guy, invites him in. There you go. So what is this comic about? Today is some more customer service. And about the Xbox 360 and how much I loathe it. But for once, when the Xbox eventually ate a game as I told her it would, it was not my fault. She actually realized what she did. It was practically like malicious non-compliance. I do have some stories when there was actual malicious non-compliance. Here she was not being malicious, she was just being stupid. Because it's true that old consoles were less sensitive. But like, these are discs, not cartridges, okay? Be gentle. No touchy. It's never Sharon's fault, honestly. Sometimes it's my fault. But usually I admit it when it's my fault. Like during the Grand Theft Photo saga, 2 words. Grand Theft Photo. It was a 4-page saga. That was my fault. Because I was tired of getting yelled at. Like, there's a bunch of stories that I already drawn and posted that, that was basically it. Me getting mad because I kept getting yelled at. Like, stop yelling, I'm not deaf. What's even worse is when I have people come up to me all shy. I have a stupid question. And I'm like, I'll be the judge if it's a stupid question. And it's a perfectly normal question. And on the other end, you have people I know much better than you, and they tell you the stupidest shit you ever heard. Had one like that when she told me, oh no, no liquids for my tablet because the guy at the other store told me if I put some liquid on my tablet to clean it, it's going to rub the touch technology right off. And I was just like, and she's all proud of herself. Aha! You didn't know that, did you? And I'm like, no, because that's the stupidest shit I ever heard. And when I say I'm like, I thought it. I didn't say that. And I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna fight that, okay? Just, you believe what you believe. I'm pretty sure he just told you that to convince you not to put the frickin' iPad in the dishwasher. Uh-oh, Sharon's coughing. Let me smack your back. Stop trying to hit me! I'm not choking on my nerds. I swallowed them like 20 minutes ago. That's another story I need to, made my dad laugh out loud. Violence against people presenting as women. So funny. I'm glad he's listening. Like, I had another customer, like this really, really old lady. A bit like the one from the Hello Hello story that yelled at me because I don't wake up at 4:30 to watch a morning show. And she wanted to buy a PlayStation game for her grandson, her 10-year-old grandson, for his birthday. And she's like, well, that game's cartoony. I'm sure it's good for a 10-year-old, and she gives me Leisure Suit Larry. And I'm like, if I'm not mistaken, it was Leisure Suit Larry Goes Hollywood. And I'm like, ma'am, no. Imagine your tombstone saying demise from Nerds Candy. I couldn't think of a great way to go than that. Well, I mean, as long as you get to pick the flavor. If I gotta die by nerds, it's gotta be grapes. Love me some grape nerds. They're grape! And, like, she was adamant she wanted the cartoon game. It's for kids, it's cartoons! Ma'am, this is an adult game. It literally says MA on the back. That's mature. The point of Leisure Suit Larry is to find girls to do the solo diddly with. Like, I can say sex in the chat, in the stream, that there's no problem. I'm just trying to paraphrase, like, how polite I had to dumb it down to her. Like, they're having explicit sex. Well, as explicit as Leisure Suit Larry could get, but still, it was not a game for a 10-year-old. And then she thinks she has the idea of the year and that nobody tried this one on me before. The joke is that 2-year-olds plays GTA. But here's the thing about that joke, quote unquote. As a clerk, I was not allowed to sell mature games to kids unless the parent knew exactly what was in the game. I was not allowed. It was literally illegal at the time. I had to make sure a parent was present, and I had to explain the rating to the parent. If the parent said, okay, I understand this is a mature game, the child will be supervised, and I will not come back and tell you you're the devil, then I could sell the game. Same goes for Leisure Suit Larry. Here lies Joe Lepericcio. He never scored, but he did fight a Canadian bear, so that was pretty cool, I guess. I'm more of a badger. So yeah, so she gets the idea of, like, she's doing all this in front of me. They're, like, literally the equivalent of stepping out the store, putting on a fake mustache, and coming back in. And she goes, well, I'm buying the game for me, then. And I'm like, ma'am, you have to promise me that this is not going to go to your grandson. I can sell it to you, but you have been told this is literally a porno game. You will not come back here to get a refund. And she goes, no, I swear it's for me. And she's got this big, aha, I got you smile on. As if I can't see it. So I sell her the game and she leaves. Immediately, I open her bill back up. And I write down in the notes, do not accept a refund. And I write down what happened. I print out a copy and I go to my boss and give him the copy and tell him what happened. She cannot get a refund. Sure enough, she didn't. I don't know if she tried to get one, but I never saw her again. Aparicio. Aparicio. Yeah, I'm doing it on purpose now. Good thing you were gone before Stick of Truth came out. Oh no, we let's see, 2014? I'm pretty sure we're still working there back then. For Stick of Truth. Not for Fractured Butthole, but for Stick of Truth. Pretty sure I was there. Originally for the Xbox and stuff like that. And for people wondering why was I so difficult about the age rating, I had no fucking choice. I literally just explained why. Because basically, once you buy it, you can do whatever the fuck you want with the game. It's a game. I don't care. What I do care about is you coming back to me and blaming me for selling your kid a mature game. I want you, as an adult, to understand what you're buying for your kid. I am not twisting your arm to buy porn. I just want you to know what the fuck you're doing, and it's not my fault if you don't know what you're doing. Sharon, can you sell me Stick of Truth? I promise I'm over 18. Joel. Shocked you don't have a story about a kid or a naive mom trying to buy that. I mean, I have ton, and really, can we really outdo the kid or naive mom bit than the Grante photo story? Like, that was the top, the cream of the crop. You can't go higher than the Grante photo saga. Oh, I think they're right here. Yeah. No, I'm gonna do it on the black layer. So like that. And I won't have to go back and fill in the color. Nothing can dethrone Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Photo. That's what it says on the box. Yeah, if you're illiterate, that's what it says on the box. I wonder if the grandson enjoyed the game. Probably not. Leisure Suit Larry for the PlayStation, like past the Amiga and stuff like that, the Leisure Suit Larrys, first of all, are very hard to pronounce, and secondly, like, they dipped in quality. Like, when they were still, like, only on Windows machines and Amiga and stuff like that, they still had the humor going for them, but it went downhill when they censored more. South Park taught a lot of moms, not all cartoons are for kids. Kyle's mom's actually sang an adapted, nice version of that song, like, on the spot for Mom for Mother's Day one year. And she was trying to cover my mouth, thinking I was singing the original version. Like, instead of saying Kyle's mom's a bitch, I was singing my mom's the best. And because there were other people in the room, she was like... not realizing what I was actually singing. Good times. And that's another thing. Assuming some media is for kids, or for a certain gender because colors and themes and stuff like that. The amount of times, this is not just one story, but the amount of times I've had, like, women, men, for some reason, they always know what they want. Women, they know absolutely nothing. They step in the store and their IQ just goes down, and they assume my IQ goes down because I work there. Used to come to me and ask me for games for boys and games for girls, but it was even worse with games for girls. Because with games for boys, I could say, well, what does he like? Does he like Mario? Does he like racing? Does he like shooters? But if I said the exact same thing to a mother or a grandmother about their granddaughters, apparently they never talked to their granddaughters because they just looked at me and go, well, a game for girls? Every game is a game for girls! Just tell me what she likes. You can't assume because it's purple and says Littlest Pet Shop that automatically your daughter or granddaughter is gonna love it. Well, Cheryl's mom's the best. She's the best mom in the whole wide world. Yeah, that's exactly how it went. And suddenly... and I'm just like, help me help you. Do you not talk to your daughter slash granddaughter? Because there is such a thing as girls' games... but most of them are not challenging. And it's okay if you want a dumb game. I love dumb games. I have dumb games. But there's dumb and dumb. You don't know. Maybe the girl actually wants something like Super Princess Peach, or you don't know. Give that lady a Team Fortress 2. Ladies love Team Fortress 2. Please, just go home, introduce yourself to your daughter, and come back. Dumb or Dumber game. Because, like, there's nothing wrong, for example, like with pet games. Like, Nintendogs was pretty good. Or dress-up games, or chill games. But for some reason, when it was aimed specifically at girls, and it's probably still like that nowadays, they really dumbed down the controls, they lowered the difficulty. And of course, they gotta slap pink and purple on it, so the parents can figure out, oh, this is for girls. I think the closest I have to girl games is like a collection of Just Dance games that my mom bought because she wanted to do some exercise. Some of them aren't even unwrapped. I also think Sharon's mom is the best mom ever. Well, I'll make sure she knows that. Have a little sippy sip and some more nerds. I'll try not to choke to death this time. Of course, if I say on Facebook that I almost choked to death on nerds today, I'm going to get flagged for threatening to choke somebody to death. Oh. My tongue's colored. Well, yes, I am very easy to entertain. And just to be safe, I'm gonna put the black blue again, even if there's not a lot of black. Because as we saw last week, I'm an idiot who can't keep track of my shit. Funny with how much I struggle with keeping track of my shit. I never had problems counting the till. As long as I had a computer to tell me. It makes more sense to group toys by type and age groups than gender. So many adults don't care though. It's not that I have a moral opposition to little kids playing Grand Theft Auto and stuff like that. As a little kid, I used to play Mortal Kombat. What I am against is parents coming back to me and accusing me of trying to warp their little kids' minds. Like, no, I'm not. I'm not trying to get your little darling into a satanic group. Just want them to have a good time. If you're not happy with what you're bought, that's your responsibility, not mine. You have been warned. I don't care if you got up that morning and thought, I don't want an adult today, I'm gonna go yell at a retail worker because my kid saw tits. We all hate that. Or how many... You missed the first half of that comment. I said they threw a fit when they made the toy aisles non-gendered. Oh, yeah, I remember that. It's woke, no, it's clear. I clearly remember when I was a little something. I used to play all the time with my twin brother's toys. Like, he had Batman, he had the entire set of Ghostbusters, he had the entire set of Ninja Turtles. But I was not allowed to own any of it I was literally allowed to have some comics, some magazines, stickers, stuff like that, but not the figures because I was a girl. And now I got an original Raphael, an original Bebop because fuck you. I'm an adult, I do what I want, and what I want is Ninja Turtles. I wish I could remember what story exactly was it. Old Man Jenkins, back in the day, girls play with Barbies and boys play with Ninja Turtles. The woke generation is too much these days. Now it's too expensive. Because now you gotta buy a little bit of everything. But there was that one time when I had a kid that wanted to do a stage in the store and he insisted that I would be the one to train him. First thing out of my mouth. The first thing you gotta remember is to not do this in front of a customer. And I roll my eyes until I see my cerebellum. And of course, he doesn't take me seriously. And like right on cue, a customer arrives. I don't remember what happened, but it was likely ridiculous. And she leaves. And I look at the kid, and the kid looks at me like this, like... And I said, see? Does that happen every time? At least every day. I love how you draw your characters. They're so chibi. Only the chibiest. Only the best for my readers. I'm dyeing my hair magenta later. Ooh, aw man, they got trained by the almighty Sharon and I didn't. Grr. Well, you got some classes. Like, now that I think about it, at every job that I went to, when it was time to train new employees or people on stage, the kids always actually demanded that it was me that trained them. Never really understood that. Maybe because I wasn't up my own ass. Because, like, they're literal kids. They're 15, 16. They're nervous. They don't know what they're allowed to touch or not touch. The first thing I do is I want them to feel comfortable. They like your personality. Once again, probably because I'm not up my own ass. Like, I know that as a professional I have to take something seriously, but if you have to take everything seriously, then you're not a professional, you're an asshole. You get that senior mentor vibe going for you. Senior! Honey! I mean, I'm guessing I got a good personality for kids. I have a horrible personality for adults. She's disrespectful. Hey, cry me a river. Bitch, you started. Like, I get shat on all my life. You think I'm going to do it to keep doing it as an adult just to please your little ego? No! Kids are built differently. And apparently they want to be trained by an older kid. I'm older than you, I demand respect. Well, you ain't getting it with that attitude. Sometimes I wonder if they think, why are you not intimidated because I'm bigger and older than you? And I'm like, first of all, you are bigger and older than me. Secondly, I'm not paid enough for this shit. I think I can afford to put the black back to black by now. I'm younger and shorter than Sharon. You are taller than me. Thus, I need to respect her more. You're definitely much, much younger, but you are taller. I know your height. Like, I know I talk a lot of smack for literally being a hobbit from the Shire. But it's just, I just don't care anymore. I'm so sick of people threatening me. So in as I get my lazy butt off the couch and do it, I'll send pics. Oh, right, you're here. See that goldfish memory right there. I am younger and shorter than Sharon. I'm 5'2". I was an incredibly huge kid in elementary school, and then puberty happened, and I stopped right there in grade 6. I am the same height I was in grade 6. Why you gotta dox me like that, Sharon? I'm so ashamed. You're ashamed of being taller than me? Because you're not special? Because everybody is taller than me? I'm younger and 2 inches taller than new. I was the tallest kid in 4th grade. Here I can get away with some ellipses. There we go. Congratulations, you receive 100 messages today with Restream chat. And for once it was actually the chat that made those messages and not just my bots. I can appreciate that. See that, guys? Y'all deserve a little bit of that little trophy. We're almost done, people. Almost done. Alright, let's take an overall look-see. Wait, we're not bots? I thought we all agreed we were. Sorry. You actually have individual thoughts. You have been granted sentience. Aha, there's a little spot here that's not filled in. Should also fill in the sweat over here. While I'm here, I'm gonna fill in. Because it's just cleaner like that, I feel. Here too. This is why it's good to do a little look over before you finish. Because of course some people, what they want to do is like flip the art over, the canvas over and stuff like that. I don't do it because I can't see it. Bye Sam. Sam is leaving us. Bye Sam. Okay, second look over. Okay, I believe we're good. Also, the thing I wanted to show you guys, just gonna make a doodle here, preferably with black so you guys can see what I'm doing. So what I downloaded, check out what this does. Select my there's B5 and A5. It's like two slightly different screen tones. You got the screen tones up here. Now if I do shift command, I'm gonna put this down, shift command and click 1, what it does is that it brings you to the exact layer that the graphic is on. So I shift command. If you're on Windows machine, it's control shift. So for me it would be command shift, either way. And then you mouse click on the color you want, and then you use the paint bucket. And I forgot to set the ink as my reference layer. There we go, back to it. And doink. Now, if I go to another layer, like let's say this one, and a paint bucket, and that's what it does. It's basically a... What a great comic, Sharon. Thank you, Joel. Now, if I go on the 20 layer and use a brush... Now, this is my normal inker, the natural pen that I use, but it turned it into a screen tone brush. Because basically what it does, if you see the tools here, it auto creates a series of layers that are set at different thicknesses of dot, and it colors, quote unquote, on the monochrome layer as seen here. See the tone layer here that I'm wiggling on? I'm losing my voice. Bye voice. It's not like we needed you. So yeah, if I were to take off the tone layer, it would turn it to the original color, which is black. So what I'm going to do, because what's probably going to happen is once this stream is registered on YouTube and stuff like that, I'm going to put the link to the tool that I'm showing you guys in the description. But if you go on my Twitter and my Facebook page, So Very Unofficial, I just posted it at the moment of this live, but I'm still going to put the link in the description for people that like to watch my lives after they're done. So it's a fun little tool to play with. Like, I got tons of screen tone brushes, but this is neat too, if you want to do something quick and dirty. And with that, we do what we usually do at every end of stream. We are going to thank our sponsors, pretty much. Amber B, Jeff B, Paul K, Miss Enovis, David F, Marianne J. Extra special thanks with sprinkles. Yeah, that's what I thought. I just went to check the calendar. And next weekend, I should say, is going to be the double day live stream. There's going to be, of course, the Colors of the Month live stream, Traditional Arts on Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern, and the regular Bootleg Cookie on Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern, next weekend. Hope you guys had fun watching me draw this. I know I had a lot of fun drawing it. I'll see you guys next weekend. I love you all, and bye-bye!